Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am here to give you my perspective on the tale of two wolves. So in case you haven't heard this story already, I'm just going to go ahead and read it off to you, or you can Google it, the tale of two wolves. That's literally the title. But here goes. The tale of two wolves. One evening, a Cherokee told his grandson about a battle that goes on inside of people. He said, "My son, the battle is between two wolves inside of us all. One is evil. It is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, forgiveness, truth, compassion, and faith." Okay. The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather which wolf wins. The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one that you feed." Now, one thing I found when people read this story, or we speak of this story, is they automatically go into starving the wolf that is bad, right? But what if I told you, first of all, the story didn't say anything about destroying either or starving either out. The two wolves are the yin and yang of our spirit, and we need them both. You don't have to starve one or the other. You just have to find that balance. Now, pain and, if you, of course, feed one over the other, of course the other one's gonna, be weaker. But we need them both at, full capacity. So the story says nowhere about destroying one wolf or the other. The story doesn't say anything about destroying one wolf or the other. They both need to be fed because they both protect each other in one way or another. Like, say you go into the world, I'm trying to think of a good character, but until I think of a good character who, they just got the worst things of life and only, they were only showing good to the world, and never, and never got angry, then, I'll come back to you with it. But anyway, if you go out into the world, just think, rose-colored glasses, you're gonna get taken over by other bad wolves, and is eventually, that good wolf is gonna be destroyed if you are, if the bad wolf in you or the dark side in you does not step up to defend the good in you. It's self-preservation, just like, and if you overfeed the bad wolf, it's going to bring you as a whole, as a whole vessel, all the shame, all the grief. That's why there are systems in place to lock up the big bad wolf, and keep you docile and everything like that. So you can go out into the world, one way or another, you have to keep those wolves balanced, or you end up getting crushed by the world or crushed by the system. You have to decide which one you want. And then, since most people, they do tend to like freedom, they go and feed the good wolf, and become compliant with the systems and the structures that are put in place that do not agree with either of their spirits, the good or the bad. We're just obeying to try to keep one in check, because nobody wants to face the humiliation for, of other people's opinions. Me personally, you just have to accept the fact that you're human. This vessel was built to fail. It's not here forever. It's the mark you leave here on this earth, and you probably really don't want to leave a bad mark from either side of you. You don't want to be remembered as somebody who was walked on, who was basically a doormat, and you definitely don't want to go out as like a flat-out criminal who, they're the worst thing since unsliced bread, basically. Well, I could think of worse things than unsliced bread, but let's keep it PG for that analogy. So yeah, you don't want to be the person that gets walked all over, and you don't want to be the person who is just trash, you know, who is looked upon, frowned upon by, you know, even other criminals. You know, you don't want to let either take over. So they both need to be fed, because they are both your protection, you know. And you know, this goes for people as well that are, you know, even if they have nothing to do, even if they're bad people, you still have to handle everything with grace. And you know, unfortunately, with grace, you know, comes, you know, the bad side as well. So, and especially when you're dealing with other people, you got to put out that, you know, I'll give you the shirt off my back, but I am not to be played with. I'm not to be fucked with, basically. You know, there will be consequences and repercussions, you know, whatever those are for you. So yeah, I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Hopefully it wasn't too choppy. I'm getting better with my speech pattern and my focus and keeping things together in order in this in my explanation of my theories and perspectives of what I hear, see, you know, the things I take in. And you know, and hopefully people are getting some validation, is resonating with enough people. And as a matter of fact, I do have, which I'll more than likely try to place in the link if I can remember, a song from Bishop Briggs. It's called Dark Side. And I think she's a great artist. To be honest, I think she's really slept on, like big time. She made that song called River. But yeah, it shows the duality and the fight between those two sides. Because one is obviously going to want to take over. Like, you're going to see something, you know, that makes you really compassionate and your good side wants to take over. But the dark side will give you the discernment to be like, nah, this person, something's not right in their spirit. Or, you know, you want to team up with someone and your dark side, you know, one side recognizes the energy, the same energy in other people, you know. So the good recognize the good energy and the pure of heart, and the bad recognize, you know, the grimy, the dirty ass people, you know. So you know, like I said, it's both your protection, both of them. But anyways, check out that song, Bishop Briggs, Dark Side. And if you listen to the lyrics, if you're a person who listens to lyrics instead of the beats, you know, which seems to be uncommon these days, you may understand exactly what I mean if you're a music person. But there's so much duality in that song. Anyways, just wanted to leave you guys with that. I'll be back with more posts and perspectives. Live, laugh, love, exercise, drink water, drink plenty of water, eat dark greens, and definitely mind your own business. Oh yeah, and enhance your craft and learn something new. Peace.